This weekend, we did a very short trek into Lake Wapiki in the Indian Heaven Wilderness. Three and a half miles from the trailhead, we reached Lake Wapiki. Even though it was just after 1 p.m., there were already a lot of backpackers here. We managed to find a campsite, then went to hang out by the lake. Greg decided to stay by the lake and relax while I went exploring in the area. I found some yummy huckleberries. I passed this campsite where a large group had set up camp. It looked like they had gone on a day hike without properly putting out their campfire. It was a very windy afternoon, and there were fingers of flame being blown up from beneath this stump in the fire pit. Fortunately, I always carry my Sea to Summit collapsible bucket with me, and I was able to dump a bunch of water on their campfire. I cannot stress enough how very reckless these people were. They essentially abandoned their campfire on a windy day. This kind of irresponsible behavior is what starts wildfires. Never leave your campsite until your campfire is cold to the touch. That means you need to drown it with lots of water. We spent the rest of the afternoon by the lake. We made dinner and ate it inside the tent, bundled up in our sleeping bags due to the cold. We had to listen to our neighbors at the next campsite chopping wood for hours. It was a chilly 40 degrees when we woke up the next morning, but it was beautiful and sunny. We made breakfast and ate it down by the lake. On our way out, we passed the site where I had put out the abandoned campfire the day before. The campers had packed up and left, but they had replaced the downed stump from the day before with 2 long logs that were sticking out of the campfire ring, which is another no-no when it comes to campfire safety. Before heading back to the car, we took a detour up to a viewpoint above the lake. There's a great view of Mount Adams and Mount Hood here. The last time we visited this viewpoint was in 2017 when we camped at Bear Lake. The view then was hazy from the Eagle Creek fire that had started the day before, and we ended up having to evacuate due to a new fire right here in this wilderness. Today's visit was much less stressful than that one. Some hikers told us about 2 mountain goats nearby, so we hiked 10 minutes out of our way to see them. There was an adult and a youngster high up on the rocks. Don't let the zoom on my camera fool you. We were actually pretty far away from them and probably wouldn't have spotted them if the other hikers hadn't told us where to look. The hike out was uneventful. On the way home, we stopped at Backwoods Brewing in Carson for a delicious post-hike meal.